welcome to my channel. My name's Andrea the Cumbrian Crafter. I've come on today to show you the next 6 iCads in the DIY iCad 2024 challenge, which is taking place over on Instagram. I'll leave all the links in the description box down below. So we start off today with day 49, and the prompt today was assemblage. So for this one I've just put the 6x4 piece of card through an embossing folder that's got numbers on it. You can't actually see them anymore because I've covered them all up, and I've used gold gilding polish on there as well. And I've just cut out lots of random numbers. There was bits of the tissue, the Tim Holtz tissue paper, which has got numbers on. I stamped out a 7. There was some Tim Holtz paper pads that had little tape measures with numbers on. Just things like that. And then I've stamped the word assemblage of numbers. And there's a couple of Tim Holtz little metal brads there that have got numbers on as well. There's plenty of numbers in that little assemblage there. So that was that one. Next one was day 50, and it's Trivial Pursuit. This is what I've done for very literal. I think a lot of my prompts are very literal. I don't really think too much outside of the box or anything too wacky. But this one I've used a mixture of peacock feathers and faded jeans in the background, trying to create that sort of teal look that you see on the box of Trivial Pursuit games. This I printed off the computer and cut out. I did try and write the swirly writing myself. No joy there. It was just a bit too complicated. I've gone round the edge and I've stuck down some gold peel off stickers that I've had in my stash, and then I've cut out all the little, I think they're called cheeses. It's not a game I've played a lot. I did play it a lot when I was younger, but not recently. The kids don't seem to be into it, but I'm sure they call these little slices cheeses. I might be wrong. And those ones are in the little holder there. So that was for that one. Day 51. Now, the prompt was clue. Now, all of the prompts, the batch of 7 that we've received for this week were all sort of to do with games, and I wondered if 51 should have been Cluedo, but it said clue. Now, Cluedo isn't a game I particularly like. I've never really played Cluedo. So because the prompt said clue, I thought, well, I'm just going to go with that. And instantly, a magnifying glass with a fingerprint just came to mind, and I thought, well, I know it's not a game thing, but I'm going to stick with that. So the background again, I've used an embossing folder, and I've coloured it with walnut stain and vintage photo, all different browns. I used that effect where I put the ink onto the glass mat, spritzed it with water, and then just pressed the card down onto it, just to try and pick up the grain in the embossing folder. Then I've cut out a circle and a smaller circle, and then this was just cut out like a random piece for the handle of the magnifying glass. Printed the fingerprints off the computer. You can see I've put some clear sort of perspex there to create the glass of the magnifier, and then I've just put the word clue on there as well. So that was that one. And the next one was, day 52 was a wild card, so you had to think of your own prompt, and I didn't stay with the theme of games, so I've just went with bees. I've been for a lovely walk recently, and there was a wildflower garden, and I was on the lookout for bees, but I didn't see very many, which was a bit disappointing. But so I've put Save the Bees on the bottom of there, and these are the new Lavinia stamps. Lovely bees there, the bumble hums I want to call them, might have got that wrong. And then I've just gone with some watercolour paint with a brush to try and create sort of little leaves there. And then I've stamped the 2 little Lavinia bees and mounted them on some, I think it was some card. Can't remember yet, it wasn't foam, it was card. And then some watercolour blue in the background for the sky. So that's my wild card one. Then day 53 we had the Game of Life. Again, this is a game that we've never really been into, so I had to look on the computer for for that. So I've just hand drawn the Game of Life there and tried to copy the logo there. And I've just done like a snakes and ladders board. I'm not sure whether the actual game is like that. I think it maybe is. And that I printed that off. That's a little image of the wheel that you use on it. And then I've just put this little thing in here. So you were born, go to school, you learn lots, then you get a job, you get married, and then you have a baby. Finish. So that was my interpretation of that game. So that was for that one. And then last today is day 54, and the prompt was Mahjong. Again, it's not something I've ever played really. I know you can probably play it on apps on your phone and things. So I've gone with just a black background, and then I've cut out a piece of card and rounded the edges. I thought, well, that can be the tile, the little Mahjong tile. So what I actually did for this, I'm going to just show you, see if I can find. It was the, I don't know whether you'll be able to see, but I printed an image off the computer. So it was that one. I printed that off the computer, and then with tracing paper, I traced around the image, and then on the back, I covered it with the pencil, and then I went directly onto the iCard and drew over the lines, which gave me a guide, and then I've just coloured those in with marker pen. This was antique linen in the background just to create the look of the tile, and then I just stamped the word on it because it just looked a bit lost on its own. So there we go. So that's the 6th one in this batch. There is only, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There is 7 left. So next time I come on, I will show the 7, and then that's the end of it. That's all day, all 61 days done. So thank you for watching today, and I'll see you all again soon. Bye for now.